Hello guys, what's up? Back with another video, and today we're gonna do something new on this channel as we're gonna recap my trading day, and I'm gonna show you exactly where I entered a position or closed a position and why I did that, and why I'm kind of pissed about the trading day even though I made a profit today. We're gonna go exactly into detail for this today. And first, I would like to talk about that my analysis and my favorite scenario for yesterday actually played out. Because I was talking about that I would love to see us breaking this low over here yesterday. And we did that and created a nice bullish divergence on the higher time frames, like I was saying yesterday. It even goes up to the daily or 12 hour. As you can see, we made a low right there on the 12-hour RSI and made a higher low on the oscillators while we were doing a lower low on price. And yeah, it's actually a beautiful bullish divergence on many higher time frames. Yeah, so my analysis was actually spot on, so I'm pretty happy for that. But besides that, I'm not that happy in how I traded it today. And we're gonna go into detail right now for this. So, um, today, we were in this phase. I was actively trading, and we can go. Yeah, actually, let's start off with the 15 minute as it is actually showing the things I was looking for in the best way, in the best detailed way, as we had a bullish divergence here, and we made also a clearly visible bullish divergence on the 50-minute right there, as we made a low and a lower low and a higher low momentum. You can see it on Market Cipher as well. And that was the area I was looking for longs because of that, uh, and also because of all the bullish divergences which were coming um, in flow with that movement. Because if this 15-minute bullish divergence plays out how it did, it played out beautifully. It also transformed into a 30-minute bullish divergence, a 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, 6 hour, and everything was playing out. So I was yesterday I was seeing the potential of a beautiful bullish divergence on all the higher time frames, and when I see the potential on the higher time frames, I go into the lower time frames to find the exact bottoms, and it was here with a 50-minute bullish divergence. Um, so when we go into my ideas and trades, I would like to walk you through all my thoughts which went into this and the results right at the moment. As you can see, I started off with kind of naive and okay-ish mistake, I would say, because I was at all the time I was looking at the S&P 500 as well, because the correlation between the S&P and Bitcoin was pretty huge in the last days. Um, I was kind of little bit too eager to get into the long right here, because I went into the long, I think, yeah, right here. But I didn't wait for another wick down to take out this low over here. And even though I am almost always looking forward to these levels, as you can see here, we wicked through, took out the liquidity and stopped out the long traders to push up from there. Um, yeah, I was a little bit too eager and too greedy, or had too much FOMO in myself when I saw this pump, and I was afraid that we would not take out this low and I wouldn't get the entry I was looking for. But I got punished, of course, and got stopped out. Lost 250 bucks right here, but I was actually reacting pretty in a pretty fast way, as I was already building my new position right here. Um, and then we pumped, consolidated, and at this time, all the time, it's like 2 p.m. right here. I was looking at the S&P, what the S&P was doing, because yeah, when the S&P is looking like it likes to dump, I was always cautious. And as you can see, the S&P was just dribbling down, dribbling down during that time. So I was kind of not really scaling in a too big of a position, because I was knowing, okay, Bitcoin has some huge potential with all these divergences, but in the short term, before the stock market opens or before it starts before the volume kicks in the stock market, it's kind of shaky what Bitcoin will do here. So um, I went into the long here. It dribbled down with the S&P. Then finally had its push up, broke this trend line, retested it as support, as you can see here, and then pumped. Over here, I took profits because of two reasons. I actually nailed the top here, as well as I would have nailed the bottom when I was if I would have waited a few more minutes to take out this low. But yeah, these are mistakes, and this is why I'm kind of actually, this is why I'm pissed. um, yeah, I took profits over here. Two reasons: the blue horizontal line is a daily resistance level, and we have overhead resistance over here as well. And very important, you can see it's 3:40 p.m. and the stock market opens at 3:30 p.m. So the stock market actually opened right here. 10 minutes later, we actually managed to pump with the stock market, but we can have a look at the stock market at the same time. Yeah, this is when we opened on the stock market. This is when we opened on the stock market, and a lot of volume was kicking in, and I was thinking, okay, that looks maybe like a breakout. We had this trend line over here, and we opened on the stock market. Maybe we have a push up to the upside, but as you can see, at 3:40, this resistance held. We had a nasty bearish candle right there, and at the exact time I saw, yeah, this was the candle at the exact same time, and I was feeling like, okay, the stock market just opened 10 minutes ago. We pushed up a little bit, but we are very, very bearish actually on the stock market, and it is very shaky. We are at daily resistance plus this high, so I was feeling more happy to take profits over here. So I went out of the trade over here. As you can see, I actually nailed the top. It was beautiful. And then what happened? You can see like first mistake and a second kind of mistake. I will show you what I mean by kind of mistake, because from this low right here to this high, I took the Fibonacci retracement level and went long, went back in at the retest of this trend line, of this yellow trend line here, plus the Fibonacci retracement level. So I went long from over here. This position though, I had my stop right here, as you can see, under this low. This position got stopped out by in 1 second. The price was here, and it took really like 2 seconds to create this candle and stop me out for like, yeah, $200 again. So I'm back to break even for the day. And at the Coinbase chart, this actually didn't happen. So the low was here on the Coinbase chart, and this candle formed. On the Bybit chart, it actually got until this point, and that was kind of nasty, because in actual effect on the spot exchanges, this price action didn't really happen like this, but because there was a whale who was putting out, I don't know, selling a few million shares of contracts on Bybit, pushed the price in such a fast way, and there was no limit orders in the books to absorb that selling pressure in this moment. So it's kind of disgusting that I got stopped out right there. Yeah, but it happened. Um, so I was breathing, just calming myself. That's all good. I mean, I was mad for like 2 seconds, and then I said, okay, let's refocus for the moment because I know the direction for the day. And I waited until this trend line broke right here and got long right in here again. Always, meanwhile, while that happened, always having a look at the stock market. Like we were at this, that was this moment. I saw that we were close to a daily support level, this blue daily support level on the stock market. We had some bullish divergence on the 1 minute right there, so I was confident to go long on Bitcoin at this trend line break. So, and if you think about it, I was actually long from right there, so I just lost 200 because of this move, but the idea was the same and the entry price was the same. Got long in right here, and then took profits in around that area, 280 bucks. So from here on, I'm up 280 bucks. Yeah. After this, I made the mistake of saying, you know what, I was focusing on the charts for like 2 hours and was getting in and out and actually did a pretty good job, I think. Um, I actually got out of my whole position, and while I was doing that, I I already had a hunch that it is maybe not that good of an idea to go out of my full position because I knew that in this moment all the bullish divergences were kicking in, but I was afraid that the stock market was, because at this moment we can go back again, at the same time the stock market was dumping. Yeah, we were right here, and it was still dumping and dumping. And before we had a strong correlation, but the correlation started to fade away. But I couldn't really predict that. You know, you can't really predict when a correlation intraday is starting to fade away. So Bitcoin actually kind of got independent of the stock market here, and yeah, found its own strength. So there I decided to, you know what, take a break and go and went running. It felt good. Definitely was a good idea, but I should have opened a partial. I should have opened not opened, left a partial trade open to not miss this whole huge move that was clearly possible because of all the bullish divergences, and that was my idea to begin with, that that we come up from this low and pump up because we are creating some strong bullish divergences. So yeah, that is actually my story for today of how I made 280 bucks today, but I'm still pissed because uh yeah, I made if you think about it, I made a mistake here. I made a kind of mistake here because the derivatives exchanges can be quite wicky, and I should have maybe put the stop below this wick and not this low. So if you think about it, I lost 250 here with a mistake. I lost 200 here with a mistake. That is like minus 450 for the day out of two mistakes. Not too bad. Yeah, and the result of the day is plus 280, and I also missed this huge move that was actually the whole huge idea behind all the detail work I did here on the 1 minute chart. Yeah, I think I think I hope it has some great value for you guys to see to see my process of thoughts and why I do things. Um, if I sum it up, it's I can sum up that I made a profit today, even though I made mistakes and missed the huge move I was actually looking for. So that is not too bad. And if I look at that, my plan for the further price action would be, yeah, something like coming back from this resistance over here and find support around this range low. So we have this range, this is the range high here, this is the range low here, that is the previous resistance of the day, and we have a Fibonacci retracement level right here. So I think my next trade for tomorrow, if the price gets there, might be, yeah, pull back to these areas and then look for bullish divergences and some confirmations to move up to the upside. But we will have to see. We will have to see. I think we have some more bullish juice as we have yeah, this 12-hour bullish divergence that has some potential to play out and push the price up for the next couple days. Um, yeah, but we will see. We will see. Right now, I'm looking for maybe a scalp setup where so a quick in and out where we take out this high right here, which creates some liquidity. So stop out some shorts, squeeze the price up, and maybe get in for a quick scalp short here to just get a nice little retrace of that movement. But that is kind of high risk as we are coming up from this huge bullish divergence from the higher time frames. So I wouldn't put too much weight on that, and I wouldn't put too much money on that. Yeah. Okay, this video is actually quite a bit longer than the others, but I think there's some great value to be had here. If you like this format, give it a thumbs up, give me a subscribe, and maybe leave a comment if you like this and if it created some value for you. I think so. I mean, I would be happy if someone did that on YouTube for me, so I can really understand his full thought process behind things. And yeah, bye bye, guys.